Hey, this is Bear from Portakeeper, and I was wanting to try to squeeze in a video before work today. So, as you can see, I have a couple more different items out on the counter. I have my scale set up with my V60, and I also have my older Bona Vita kettle. I've had two of these, and the one that I really like just died on me, so I'm using my older one. Just don't like the spout on it as much, but the newer ones are pretty awesome. So I wanted to just probably take a quick look. I put a couple beans in here already, and I'm just going to grind them on the current setting. And I really have no idea what setting to put this on at the moment. And I'm just going to put this out on the bar. Try not to make too big a mess. So that was on setting 14, which is about what I've been doing for espresso. Let's put it on, I'm just going to go with like 40. Let's grab another scoop of beans. And it's fine. I mean, we're getting more to the table salt size. I'm actually going to probably go a bit coarser. I like it fairly fine, but we're just going to go with 50. That's pretty good for pour over, I'd say. It might even go coarser. It depends how you like your pour over. I usually run a Ditting 804 on the paper filter setting, which is number 5. And that's about paper filter, I'd say. So, I am going to measure out some beans. Now, everyone has different brew ratios. I typically do between 20 and 24 grams to about 300 to 350 grams of water. So, I'm probably just going to stick with about 20 to 22 grams today. There is 22. And let's see how long this takes, because I haven't really used this on drip yet. This is about the middle of the road setting. It looks like it goes to 90, and we're on 50. It's a lot messier. I have a lot more static. I didn't wet the beans any with like a little sprayer. That does help a lot with something like this. I'm used to this Ditting. It's a lot less staticky. When I was using a Baratza, it was just static galore all the time. So just out of curiosity, let's see how much we got out. Got like 21.8 grams, so we lost a little bit just because of the static. So let me rinse this out a little bit. You can see it doesn't pour near as nice. Just gonna drop that in there. Definitely got some static going on, but if you know what's up, you can kind of take care of it. I always take a paintbrush. I just have this little guy down here. This is like a barista brush. But I actually go to like Home Depot or Lowe's and get the small paintbrush that's about an inch and a half wide. They're usually like 50 cents to $1 and cleans up my counter great. So I'm going to aim for about 325 grams of water. Really need one of those new Fellow kettles, I think. And we're just going to finish it off. There's about, I went a little over, 329 grams. And I ran it at about 207, 208 degrees. A little bit boring watching some paint dry here with the coffee dripping down. I'll stop the video because it was getting pretty boring watching some coffee brew. But here it is. Looks pretty nice. It's pretty hot. I'm going to give it a minute and come back. Smells real good. Let's let it cool a sec. Alright, we're back. I didn't want to keep you guys waiting while this cooled. A little bit cooler coffee. I'm going to be able to taste some of the complexities of it. Again, you saw me move it this morning. This is first impressions. I'm not dialed this in. No idea if I'm going to like this or not. Took a little sip a second ago, but I mean, I like it. I'd say that it's definitely capable of doing a V60. I think if I did it again, I would do maybe 24 grams of beans, but that's really dependent upon your beans. I've gone as low as 20 and as high as 26 for the same water. So I think it's more of a a recipe and dialing this in a bit further. Man, I really don't know if I probably go up just like a little bit more on the grind. But I mean, this is definitely capable of a V60. I don't think you'll have any real complaints with it other than you obviously have some static, which I don't know. If you've used that, that's pretty clean. If you've used the Super Jolly, you know it's a total mess. If you've used the Atom, it's kind of like a tidy mess where it all just kind of like gets on your forks and right there. This actually kind of has some clinging to the side. I'm going to get a water spray bottle, which is something that I normally don't need to do. But I'm actually going to spray the beans when I put them in. Give it a little bit of moisture, so hopefully they just come straight out and we won't have the static issue near as bad. So that could be a good helpful tip for people doing some of the coarser grinds. I'm going to play with this a bit more. Not sure if I'm going to compare it against the Ditting or not. I'm getting low on beans, but definitely check back. I do need to start comparing it against some other grinders and doing some other cool stuff with it. So make sure to check back.